sex. Sex is great. Sex is beautiful. Welcome to the TSL Podcast, because that's what we talk about. I'm Steve Mayeda, founder of The Sexual Life, founder of Austin Men's Development. A little out of breath because I just did the 22 push-up challenge for veteran awareness. But people, men, you have to know how to fuck. You have to know how to seduce. You have to learn this. I cannot emphasize it enough. There's a couple reasons why I bring this up. But the first one is one of my friends, a girlfriend of mine, and she's somebody that's had a lot of sexual trauma. A lot of sexual trauma in her life. She knows what I do. We're cool, we're friends. And she constantly asks me, she's very young, about her experiences with men and what's right and what's wrong. And it's crazy, and this is one of those things, like, this is somebody who has had like real legitimate sexual abuse in their lives. And we hear so much about that. We hear so much about sexual harassment and feminism pouring this stuff out, and it needs to be talked about. It's not bad. If I were an old woman, I'd probably be a feminist, but not one that is so goddamn hateful towards men. But Jesus, we need to talk about this. But the thing is, this girl is very confused. She's had a lot of sexual trauma. It's really kind of screwed up. But she tells me about the men that she's been with. And I get this, man, and it's terrible. The way they hit on her, the way they have sex with her, the way they use force, the way they approach the world of seduction. And man, Jesus, if guys, there's so much information out there. I get it. There's tons. I've worked in the seduction industry for almost 12 years now. I know there's bullshit out there. But even if you follow some stooge, if you just dedicate yourself to that, you might learn some skills. You might learn how to talk to a woman, how to show intent. Fuck. Look at my YouTube channel. There's probably over 50 videos talking about intent, breaking it down step by step. There's PDFs and the free stuff linked down below on how to do that, to practice it. And even better is if you have a couple bucks, those are all the free things. There's also free videos, like actual lesson plans. But if you have a couple bucks, you can join a group where guys actually talk about that on calls, almost 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can learn how to do that, but guys don't know how to do that. It's terrible. It's unbelievable. And the second thing that comes into play, I'll go more in detail about her story and men and all this sort of shit, is that I was training today, working out in the gym, and two guys are talking about fucking bitches. And it's always funny. It's an irony, they're two young men and they're doing what they do. That's what I did, when I was their age, talking about it. And actually, I probably wasn't as affluent in that. I felt a lot of shame towards it. They're talking about how you dominate bitches, how you score and all this sort of stuff. And guy talk, locker room talk, I'm down for it, I like it. And I just sat there and I politely listened. And I listened to these two men, alpha up, repeat Gary Vaynerchuk's speeches about how to level up your life and, all these different podcasts to listen to. And I just thought, man, I know that kind of guy, because that's the kind of guy that's trying to put the moves on my friend. That's the kind of guy that says, hey, I kind of like you, but I don't know, I need you to like me back too, which is all very polite and nice to say and that sort of stuff. But God, it's just riddled with so much fucking weakness. And then you go on a date with her and you put the moves on her, Louis C.K. style, or maybe not so much as Harvey Weinstein style. And you just pull your dick out and you assault her with it and force her into this situation. And you know what? That's how a lot of sex happens. And I don't want to say that it's this evil. It definitely can be. But a lot of people are doing it. And a lot of people have not so bad experiences about it. But goddamn, man, there are so many ways to sexually escalate. Especially when I hear this celebrity bullshit. Man, drugging people to fuck? Fuck, man. Fucking, putting yourself in all these situations where you're opening the door, jerking off. Jesus Christ, man. I am a very, very sexual person. And believe me, when I get that reciprocity of seduction back, I go all the way, taking it to the limits of wherever I can. But sex is easy. Seduction is easy. Seduction is so fucking goddamn simple if you just learn some skills. You don't have to worry about consent. You don't have to worry about if somebody is afraid. You know what to do, and women are unlocked. When all this shit started going around with the Me Too and all that sort of stuff, which is fucked, man. You don't want to do that. But every single guy on my boards is like, Jesus Christ, and I'm grateful that we have TSL. Man, I'm glad that we don't have to do this. Because if I meet a woman and I'm alone with her, I know exactly what to do to get laid. And guys, if you're looking for some of this stuff, I mean, geez, follow the free stuff link down below. It's free. There's a PDF on it. There's also an instant connection course. And hey, there's paid groups where you can learn this stuff. But men, you do not have to be lost with sex. And so many of you are. And I don't know if it's an ego thing or whatever. I don't know what the story is, but God damn, man. It's a beautiful thing. The best thing you can do for your life and for yourself is learn how to have good sex. Because the more you do that, the more you're going to have great women in your life, the more you're going to have great relationships in your life, and the less your relationships and all this other stuff is going to be filled with drama and confusion and chaos. Stop making it a big deal. Sex is literally the most natural thing you need to do, that you can do. And one of the best things that you can do is just be alone with somebody. And once you get there, follow the 6 points. It's one of the things that we have. It's one of the models we have. And there's plenty of good coaches out there. There's even more bad ones. But find one, follow it, and dedicate yourself to it, because your relationships are going to be one of the greatest parts about your life. So do something about it. All right, guys. TSL Podcast. I'll see you guys later. I'm off on the road to San Antonio right now. And we'll talk to you guys soon.